There's one thing that's constant in this world, and that's change. And really, often we try and fight it, but change is inevitable. Just like every new day is a new beginning, change happens. And you know, sometimes you just need to embrace what's going on, because often in that change there's growth in you, and there's things that are going to come that are going to be blessings to you. Now, I was up in the high country looking for old high country huts, because I'd heard there was some up there. And I was just following the tracks, and whenever there's a track, I can't help myself going down it. I just want to see what's down that road. And so I thought I knew basically where I was. I knew I was in the high country, but I was just travelling down this track, and then all of a sudden I'm wondering, am I going the right direction or not? And after a while I realised I was lost. And so I thought, oh well, look, I'm heading in a sort of direction, I can't get into too much trouble, so I just kept going and going. And then all of a sudden along comes this mist, and the next minute I'm like in a sauna travelling along and can hardly see anything, and I'm sort of slowly going along thinking, my goodness, should I turn back or whatever? But I felt it'll be okay some way, I've got plenty of fuel on board, I can keep going for a long time yet. And then all of a sudden the mist just started to clear a bit, and here I am in this beautiful place with all these trees, and the track that I was on hadn't been used by very many people, you could tell. It was a very old track, but here I'm in the middle of this like wonderland. So sometimes on your journey, as you're going through life, you may think you're a bit lost, or you may have lost the way. But often, sometimes I think God, who's guiding us and is better than we are, who knows even more than we do, sometimes allows us to stray off one way or the other so that we can find these magical locations. And so that's why I call it season of change, because this is on top of the mountain, and the bark gets such a strong colour because it sheds its bark every year, and this is just at the time where it's really at its best before it sheds its bark. And so there's much change going on there, and also the weather. You have snow, you have wind, you have rain, but you know, life goes on. So that's why I've called it seasons of change, and we're going to have many changes in our life, but change is good, so embrace it.